All right, hello and welcome to this very first playthrough of Loretta. We're on a mission to beat 100 video games every year, and this is game number 37. And we're going to start this video the way we start every initial video of a game we play, and I'm going to very briefly tell you what I already know about this game. It won't take long because I don't know much. So I've got my How Long to Beat page pulled up here. Or I have the How Long to Beat site pulled up. I should have had the page pulled up. And I can see that Loretta came out. So here's the deal. It came out back in February 23 for PC. So it's almost a little over a year old. But it launched today on consoles. So today is the first day you can play it on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, any of that stuff. And according to How Long to Beat, it is 3 hours long if we hurry. That's main story only. Completionist runs about twice that. So I guess there is some kind of side or optional or replay value or something with this game. And I have seen one trailer. It's got a pixel art style. And I have read the description where it was described as like a Hitchcockian noir thriller or something. Psychological thriller. As far as what kind of game it is, it looks like it's probably narrative driven. It might be a point and click. It might just be narrative with like branching choices. But that's speculation. I don't actually know how the actual gameplay, moment-to-moment gameplay plays out. I don't really know what genre it is. It doesn't look like something's got a lot of combat or fail states, which is why the death counter is not on the screen. If we end up finding a fail state, we will add the death counter back. But for now, we're going to leave it off. And that's just about all I know. I've never played this game. I've never watched anyone play this game. I've only seen the one trailer. And that was enough to get me sold on the idea of playing it. So let's jump in. We're playing on the Xbox Series S. Yeah, I'm excited. What was that? That looked like a sickle. Is she a murderer? She looks mean. Is she the murderer? Chapters. Okay, so should we, okay, good. That means we can probably divide the game up by chapters. Settings. I just want to look at two things. Subtitles. That's it? Okay. Fine. New game. Very small percentage of people may experience a seizure, epilepsy warning. Got it. Color mode, recommended for first playthrough. Noir mode, recommended for those who've already completed the game so visual hints disappear. Puzzles become harder to solve. We will take the color mode, thank you. Puzzles. So the game has puzzles. The game's events take place in the United States of America in 1947 to reflect the reality of that time. Loretta contains subject matter that some may find offensive. Characters, due to their nature, age, social status, use words and phrases and profanities that are indicative of the time that do not correspond with modern attitudes. All events and characters depicted in the game are entirely fictitious. Any similarity to actual events or persons living or dead are purely coincidental. Think carefully before you begin this game. Think carefully before you begin this game. And play responsibly. Alright, well, what should we think about? Just our social leanings? I think it had whispered to him things about himself which he did not know. Things of which he had no conception until he took counsel with this great solitude in the whisper, something or other, by some dude. Great, we didn't quite get through it. 1947. Look at the little tiny car. It's like a little Hot Wheels. Created by Yakov Butuzov. What is the... Oh, the developer is just a single person's name. Okay, so this is a one-man show. And Daria... Oh, okay, well, there's two people. Vadyavana. Okay. My name's Loretta Lou Harris. Okay. Do I need to hit something? Friends call me Laura. I'm 38 years old. I was born in a small town in the South that y'all probably never heard of. The moment I turned 16, I ran away to the East Coast. I'm an unemployed ornithologist. And I'm a mediocre housewife. A few months ago, my husband and I moved to a farm that he got from his parents. Life here ain't exactly simple, but we get by all the same. Up until 2 weeks ago, anyway. Am I gonna do voices for this game? Maybe. And when Walter and the oven disappeared without a trace. Mrs. Harris? I'm Frank Chambers. I'm looking for your husband. You from the police? Now I already talked to the sheriff. I ain't got nothing more to say. No, ma'am. I'm leading a private investigation. There are some people from New York, important people, who'd really like to have a word with Mr. Harris. And who are these important people? People who Mr. Harris still needs to pay. That's what I figured. Great. Mind if I come in? I didn't say yes. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You've got a very lovely house, ma'am. Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents. You're not from around here, are you? Or New York, for that matter. Don't test my hospitality. Sorry, didn't mean to offend. I'm paid to ask questions, you know. But my only concern is Mr. Harris. Mainly, I need to know if he's alive or dead. Hat! Real quick. No, I don't want to exit. I just wanted to pause. What is this? Are you sure you want to exit? Nonsense. I just wanted to read the quote from the beginning. Things of which he had no conception till he took counsel with this great solitude, and the whisper had proved irresistibly fascinating. Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. Okay, alright, just curious. No, I do not want to exit. Okay, so it is kind of a point-and-click kind of situation there. What is it? Hat. Walter's hat. He bought it in New York. This thing gets on my nerves. Sometimes it feels like I can hear it ticking from all the way in the bedroom. Okay, so yeah, this is a point and click. Walter and I by the ocean, 8 years ago. Oh, we're gonna flashback to the beach. Do I have control? No. Damn dusty roads. Okay, so, ma'am. How long has Mr. Harris been gone for? You want something to drink? Must have been quite the journey getting down here, Mr. Chambers. Would you like something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. So get it yourself, motherfucker. Scribbles. Oh, just not a fan of art. I done lost count of how many times I asked Walter to throw this nasty old thing away. You're not going to answer that? Okay, sir, where are your eyeballs? Where are my eyeballs? We're eyeless in this universe! Hello? Hello? Can I talk to Mr. Harris, please? Who's calling? May I ask who's calling? I'm going to stop reading the things because she reiterates it. This is Patrick Fitzgerald from the Atlantic Press Publishing House. Would you kindly put Mr. Harris on the phone? It's extremely urgent. Mr. Harris ain't available. He ain't here. Well, what time will he be back? Miss? This is about his book. We're still waiting for him to send the second half. The contracts are ready, but... Miss, could you please They hung up. They hung up. Okay. It happens sometimes. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna go get you something to drink, apparently. Afraid lemonade's all I can offer. Just water will be fine with me, ma'am. I'm a tad parched from that long drive. What? There's a real nice almond smell here. So it won't let me murder him? Is that... What is this? I'm already getting the impression that I've murdered my husband. I should get Chambers some water. Alright. Where's the... Okay, here's a glass. Sink. This humidity is killing me. He wipes his face with a handkerchief. I don't think it's been this hot since the spring of '39. This is 47. Where's that music coming from? The fields. Farmers. Walter rents out the land. Guess the music helps him pass the time. His eyes linger on Laura's hips. Mr. Sir. You don't even have eyes. She pretends not to notice. Oh, now the poison is red. Hey! What the hell? Not so fast, bitch! Achievement unlocked, ace in the hole. Nice try. Are there fail states in this game? Chambers shot me. Holy crap. Well, I didn't see that coming. He had no choice. Poisoning a man right before his very eyes wasn't the brightest idea I've ever had. Who would have thought? That's how my story ends. Okay, so let's put the death counter back on the screen. And put one on the board. No, I don't want to exit. I'm not going to read all this stuff again. Once I choose something different, then I'll start reading again. I'm going to choose all the same things, though, up to the poison part. Okay, so grab the glass. This humidity is killing me. I don't think it's been this hot since the spring of '39. Where's that music coming from? Yeah, we read all this. It even shimmered a little bit. Quite the shame for a fine lady like yourself to be stuck out in a place like this. Here's your water. You're too kind. Thank you. He dries his lips on his sleeve. So, how much land have we got here, ma'am? 60 or so acres. Don't get too excited. It was mortgaged a long while back. May I take a look at the yard? Suit yourself. What in the... It's the pipes. Son of a... Got some plumbing installed. What do you know? Sorry, I need to go down into the basement. Need a hand? Nah. No need to trouble yourself. Besides, you wanted to look around the place, didn't you? Is that what that doorway is? No, I don't want to exit. It's damp and dark down in the basement. Too damp and dark. Smells like mold. Just like Chambers' breath, actually. I can hardly find the water pipes. At first glance, everything seems to be in order. I guess it's coming from her. But there's a weird buzzing sound coming from him. Looks like something's stuck in one of them. Hard to say what exactly. Try to pull it out. I hold out my hand and touch something wet and hairy. I grab hold of it and tug. Oh, gross! It's a dead rat. The buzzing has stopped. Well, good. We fixed the problem. Good job. Could have been worse. Buzzing stopped for now. Looks like Chambers went out into the yard. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? Oh, no. He's in the well. Begging your pardon? I'm hoping he'll look and I can push him. That's what I want to happen. Oh, nice! Nice! My name is Loretta Lou Harris. Friends call me Laura, and I'm an unemployed housewife stuck in a hellhole. With nothing but sun and fucking wheat. 2 weeks ago, I killed my husband. Wow, Jesus, okay, alright. Okay, alright. Oh, I have a clicker. Oh, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. I ain't trying to make excuses, but I think I ought to tell my story from the beginning. But I ain't looking to be forgiven by the gentlemen of the jury. I know that's impossible now. But I want to give a chance to whoever's going to read this to maybe understand me. See, my relationship with Walter started to fall apart before the day he died. Long before we moved to this goddamn farm. I even liked it at the start. Trading the bustling city life for a humble one out in the country. Of course, wishful thinking's all it was. Women don't get much choice in this world. Take enough wrong turns, and before you know it, you're low class. And I was finally starting to see that all my turns were the wrong ones too. Okay. Doesn't sound so bad. Oh. I've got an inventory. Excellent. Yeah, this is definitely point-click style. Is there a... An old whale. I don't know why, but it gives me the creeps. We never use it. It was... Oh, this is a flashback? Yeah, okay. Another broken, creaky step. Nail sticking out, waiting for the right moment to finally jab into my leg. I asked Walter to fix it. Not that didn't good. Walter wasn't a bad person. He almost never drank, and even when he did, he never got violent. In all our years together, he only hit me that one time, and he felt awful about it afterwards. Still, everything about him was starting to irritate me, and I reckon the feeling was mutual. That irritation turned into a burning hatred that only got stronger after we moved out here. His snoring was like nails on a chalkboard. He'd spit everywhere like he was a damn camel, and food got stuck in his teeth all the time. But what really got under my skin was how he always reeked of onions. Oh, this does sound pretty horrible. All the damn time. It was this disgusting, oily smell that soaked into all the furniture. But you want to know what the weird thing was? I ain't never used any onions in my cooking. So he just had bad body odor. A bird? Shoot! He just ran and just flew into another part of the house. Crap! Walter! A bird got into the house! Walter! No way in hell he didn't hear me. Okay. Should we go try and find Walter? Walt and I met toward the end of 1929. He was a little older than me. Mighty handsome, of course. He worked as a newspaper correspondent, but I couldn't tell you the name of the paper, what paper it was. They probably quit publishing it now anyway. My mother died in 1930. Walter and I got married in 1931. I got pregnant in 1933. They called it an ectopic pregnancy, and that was followed by a miscarriage. I lost my child before I ever got to be a mother. Now, where'd it go? You can always adopt, right? They have adoptions in 1940, 39, or whatever year this is. Open the letter. Hey, Daddy. How you doing? How's Laura? Hope y'all are doing okay. I'm doing just fine. Sorry it took me so long to write back. Things have been pretty crazy recently. You know how it is. Did you finish your novel? I think you did. You've been working on it for so long now. Daddy, I got some big news I want to talk about. I don't know when I'll get this letter. When you'll get this letter, though. Anyway, Mickey and I are going to come visit, so let's talk in personal. Swack. Sweet, sealed with a kiss. Love you, Kelly. Who's that? Kid from a previous marriage? Okay. Cups, plates, glasses, half of them are chipped. These windows have collected dirt for so many years. I tried cleaning them at first, but gave up eventually. What am I supposed to be doing? Walter brought his Al Jolson and Mario Lanza records. I prefer classical music. I ain't in the mood to listen to that right now. Alright, fine. Keep walking. Kafka? The old fireplace sets the tone for the entire room. I don't like this room. It gives me a headache. Woman in a wheat field. Wheat, wheat, wheat. All we got is damn wheat. Oh, why? Oh. Okay, so we've got something we can interact with. Oh, this is where we came from. I see. Enter Walter's room. It's Omni-Man. Oh no, we're fucked. We're screwed for sure. Walt got into writing around the same time. I never did understand his compulsion to write. I never lied to him, nor will I to you, but Walter ain't the most talented writer. I don't know how much confidence a man needs to want to fight against eternity. But somehow Walter had exactly that much. That's what I liked about him. Walter's first highbrow novels weren't published. He tried arguing with Joyce, Hemingway, and Faulkner. He was writing reviews on books I ain't ever heard of. And at last, Walter Harris found his niche. Hard-boiled detective novels. And oh boy, it turned out to be a goldmine. At first, he published his books under a pseudonym. He still had his old job. Then eventually writing those thrilling, silly old stories became his career. I was never a big reader. I don't consider myself to be an intelligent woman neither. Intelligent women discover new chemical elements. They write articles in liberal newspapers. They write much more than just pie recipes. They protest and fight for their rights. They demand attention and respect. But me? I ain't never demanded anything. Threw an ain't in there, just for good measure. Walter, where are your eyeballs? Didn't you see the bird? Oh, now she's not going to say it? Okay. Bird? What bird? Don't matter. Where's the bedroom key? Oh, he should have a southern accent too, right? I want to clean up. A letter for you, Walt. What letter? Here. Who taught you to read other people's letters? Why so defensive? Are you keeping secrets from me, dear? It's got nothing to do with secrets. It's just plain and polite is all. Can't argue with that. Well, I opened it anyway. You're my husband. Fuck you. I open my wife's mail all the time. I don't care. Anything else? I'm trying to work. Get into your safe. An old safe. Better not touch it. Not unless I want Walter to start bitching anyway. I like Loretta. Guest bedroom. As I understand it, Walter's parents slept in separate bedrooms. One of them harsh 1910 traditions. Walter and I turned this place upside down looking for the key, but no luck. It sure feels strange knowing I can't access certain parts of the house. Not like the house ain't big enough already. Break the fucking door down. Are you kidding me? Hey, you got the key? Oh, we can't interact with him anymore. Fine. Oh, I have, this smells like onions too. Did he give it to me? I must not have been paying attention. Yeah, he did give it to me. He definitely did. Wait a minute. What? Something went wrong in New York. I never found out what exactly. Walter fell into a pit of debt and dragged me down there with him. He left the obscenely high deposit we paid on our apartment, packed our bags, and rented the cheapest rust bucket he could find. In the spring of 1947, we moved to the farm, to Walter's parents' old house. Edna and Douglas Harris died of typhus back in 1927, and so we jumped off the bumpy life raft that was our former life and rushed into the unknown. Our belongings are in these suitcases, a whole human life contained in a few bags. We still ain't unpacked most of it. Birth certificate of John Edward Harris, date of birth June 6, 1946, male, mother Loretta Lou Harris. Father Walter Phillips Harris. Oh, is that our dead son's birth certificate? Why would he have one? If he didn't make it through childbirth. It was October 1945 when I got pregnant again. Oh, wow, okay. Doctor said I was too old. He used some weird phrase like elderly parturient or something. With my medical history, neither me nor my baby stood a chance. I reckon it was just a miracle. 9 months later, I gave birth to a boy, Johnny Harris. And I'm getting ahead of myself again. Or maybe I'm going too far back. Long story short, I lost Johnny too. Yikes. Good, get out of that house, gross-ass bird. Of all Walter's sins, his adultery was the least to concern me. Oh, that's some other lady. Let's say his gambling affected my life in a much more serious way. His adultery was pretty obvious. Walter hadn't touched me in months. Can't say I was too upset by it, though. Nonetheless, I knew one thing for sure. That ginger bitch Margaret sure did love her onions. Lol. Ginger bitch Margaret. That's a good band name. gas station? Oh. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Bourbon and whiskey. What's this? Okay. What if we click on the gas station again to do the same thing? It does. Oh! Oh! It's a mini game. Get away from my baby! That's what this is, right? This is definitely a minigame, yeah. That scotch moves fast. What am I doing here? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, what did we just do? That was cool. I felt trapped. I was suffocating in this cramped farmer's paradise. I could feel the noose tightening around my neck. I went to the bank. So, can you state your profession, ma'am? I'm an ornithologist. I'm an ornithologist by trade, but for now, I just run the house mostly. Excuse me, how do you spell that? O-R-N-I-T-H-O-L-O-G-I-S-T. A scientist, the kind who studies birds. I see. And how about the man of the house, ma'am? What does he do? Walter's a writer. It's confusing me because I'll just read it every time because sometimes she repeats it and sometimes she doesn't. Wait, Walter Harris? You mean the writer? The Affair with the Killer? The Black Tulip? I see you're a fan. Haha. No, not me, I'm afraid. My wife, though. Why, she just adores his books. Who would have thought? Right here in our backyard. Ha! Anyway. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry to say this, but we can't give you a loan. Well, not to you, anyway. But why don't you try to bring your husband around next time? I'm sure we could figure something out. I was hoping not to get my husband involved. I see. It's me who needs the money, not him. In that case, ma'am, if you urgently need money, then what's stopping you from taking out that $30,000? What 30,000? Ah, well now. Just a moment. He shuffles through his papers. Well. Yes. Oh. I beg your pardon, ma'am. That was my mistake. I just realized the $30,000 isn't insurance. What insurance? What $30,000? He peers at a sheet of paper. Life insurance, ma'am. Silly of me to have missed it before, but it looks like Mr. Harris's publisher took out an insurance policy in his name. Here, see for yourself. In the event of death or disappearance, yada yada yada. Oh, you can skip this part. The beneficiary will receive a lump sum payment of $30,000. Looks like a standard contract as insurance goes. Anywho, I must apologize again. I didn't mean to cause any confusion. No, thank you. You've been a big help. Glad to hear. In that case, I'll be waiting for you and Mr. Harris to drop on by. All the best, ma'am. Oh, and do allow me to remind you that all deposits and contributions are insured with us at... That clerk's words broke through his cracked, graceless lips and disappeared into thin air. $30,000? $30,000? An incredible sum of money. Felt like the more I thought about it, the less I was able to comprehend how much money that really was. Walter, he had never said a word. Why not? Well, why would he? I remember getting this strange feeling. It was weak and not all there yet, but I felt it on the edge of my mind all the same. The moment I tried to catch it and pay attention to it, I left the bank, and the dry spring of wind of the outside world dispelled that feeling as if it was never there to begin with. Yeah. It's a lot of money. I must have parked over there. Oh, it's Ginger. It's that Ginger bitch, Margaret. Hate crimes, homicides, and kidnappings have nearly halved when compared to the last decade. I think it's safe to say that America's going through a new round of development, concluded the deputy prosecutor. Laura! Hey, Laura! Hello, Margaret. It's so good to see you! How long's it been since we've last seen each other? Come to think of it, I ain't seen Walter around much neither. How's he doing anyway? Why don't you tell me, you lying Margot, hurry up! It's busier than a blind dog in a meat house in here. Where are we? I thought we were outside of... Oh, this is after we moved, right? Break's over! Move those hips, girl! Alright, I'm coming. Anyway, Loretta, all the girls and I gotta see a show on Saturday. You should come join us. And, I wanted to tell... Margot! Look, I'll stop by if I'm in the neighborhood. You don't mind, right? I gotta shoot. Margot! I'm keeping your tips! Alright, I'm coming, for Christ's sake. The ginger bitch. I didn't get a chance to confront her, I guess. Fried onion rings, the best in town. Oh. That's why he smells like onions. I lied, of course. I ain't no ornithologist. Never have been, and never studied nowhere. Just a habitual lie, I tell. I'm a working girl. I needed some way to survive when I moved to New York. I wanted to be a nurse, but failed the exams. Twice. I washed the tiles at diners, tried working as a waitress, tried working as a newspaper secretary, and believe it or not, even worked at a salon. I wouldn't say I enjoyed any of it, but work is work. I read an article about a female ornithologist once. She was on an expedition of some sort. I liked it. I even bought the Birds of America. Ain't much of a bird lover, though. Hard to love harbingers of disease, I agree. It was harder than 6 shades of hell. I had the windows cranked all the way down and could feel the sun burning my skin through the windshield. A swarm of thoughts swirled in my head, so I didn't notice that I was running out of gas. This old bag of bolts chugged 30 gallons to the mile. 30 gallons to the mile? She must be exaggerating. Even back then, that's insane. That's the cars probably didn't even have 30-gallon tanks back then. That's got to be an exaggeration. But Lady Luck smiled at me for the first time that day, and a gas station appeared out of the blue. Its concrete face rose from the middle of a cornfield, all cracked and worn like the wrinkled face of some old woman. Funny thing was, I can't say I'd ever seen that gas station before, even though this was the only road leading home. Feels like I drank more during the Prohibition than I did in my entire life. I didn't touch a drink since I was 32. But with every day I spent it living on this farm, I regret that decision more and more. I'll take it back. The United States of America, all 48 of them, available at a glance. Yeah, Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii were not states in 1947, is that what year it is? Afternoon, ma'am. How's the day treating you? Could be better. It's too hot today. You ain't wrong there, ma'am. Almost 100 degrees out. Could you fill me up for $3? Sure thing. Anything else I can get you? I don't even know what I want. If you'll allow me, ma'am, I may have just the cure for what ails you. You do? New and improved rat poison. Even contains its own secret formula. The sucker will get rid of rats, mice, whatever's plaguing you. It smells like almonds, too. Guaranteed to work. All for only $1.99. I don't think that... Bah, you know what? You look like a diligent housewife, man. Why don't you take a sample? On the house, just for you. Oh, well... I assure you, ma'am, you will not be disappointed. Oh, I see. We can't click on these anymore. But this one's more lit up. Uh-oh. What does that word even say? Oh, I'm not supposed to be able to read that, am I? Did I fuck it up? Am I supposed to let him through? Angaga? Angaga. Fear. Fungal. Money. Wait a minute, what am I supposed to do? Oh, it doesn't start until I hit A. Okay, am I supposed to break the mirror? Fear. Venom. Hope. Oh. Fate. I see. Chance. Okay. Is that the microwave over there? Hi, Walt. It's hotter than the devil's armpit outside. No kidding. Oh, is that what he said? No kidding, I thought I was gonna melt. Ain't it a little early to be breaking out the wine? What you smiling for? It's all done. Oh, I keep forgetting his voice. It's all done. What is? You mean, you finished your book? Yep. But that's wonderful. Why didn't you? The publishers already gave me the green light. I sent them the initial chapters. I don't want to jinx anything before it's set in stone, but they're saying the folks from Metro Silver Mire are interested. Might even turn it into a motion picture, they said. Just imagine. Starring Clark Gable. I thought he quit acting. Then Harry Cooper, who cares? That's not the gosh darn point. Hollywood, Laura. You're right, I'm sorry. Oh, Walter, I'm so happy. Good for you. Good for us, sweetheart. Can the wine wait a little? I'll get to fixing us a real nice supper. How's about you cook us up that steak you know I love? I honestly didn't expect it. For a moment it felt as though everything could change. It was a flash of hope. Salt first. Walter publishes his novel and we return to New York, to our apartment on 12th Avenue, just as if we never left. And life goes back to normal again. But still, he'd made promises before. He'd already found another woman before I could start unpacking my damn suitcase. He's gambled us into the ground when we already dirt poor. Why should I think any of that'll stop in New York? No, something deep inside me, something strange had been triggered, and I couldn't stop it. You gotta poison him, right? Hey, how's it going? Ready. Coming right up. Talking with his mouth full. This steak is delish. Thank you. Last time I ate this good was back in the Big Apple. You barely touched your... I ain't hungry. Well... Just drink your wine. So, does that mean we're going back now? We can finally pack our bags and run away from this place? Chomps loudly. Run away? From here? You're kidding, right? Why not? Come on, Lo. You can't run away from who you are. He spits out a half-chewed piece of carrot. Put too many carrots in this. Besides, the book ain't finished. It still needs editing. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. About what? About how different my life could have been. But it isn't. Sucks to suck. Why didn't you tell me about your insurance policy? He continues to chew. You don't trust me one bit, do you? Walter, what did I do to deserve this? Why is everything we get always shrouded in mystery? Just figured it wasn't any of your concern. Besides, what if you ever decide to have me whacked, huh? Ha ha! It was the publisher's house's idea anyway. They didn't fill me in on the details. Listen. So she's not going to get that money if he dies. The publisher will. They're the ones that took out the policy. I know you blame me for what happened to John. Oh, that's their second attempt at a son. Walter slams his fist into the table. Nice fucking supper. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? Why'd you need to bring this shit up again? Why now? What is it with you? What is with you today? No, you're right. Let's just keep it bottled up inside. I'll hush. I'll be a good housewife. You can keep fucking around with that ginger slut. Then everyone will be happy. Enough! I'm not listening to this shit anymore. And if you must know, I do. I do blame you. Oh, finally! The brave man comes out and says it. I've read the police report. You're such a hypocrite. Laura. I had no idea you could be so full of crap. I've read the... What? Right trigger, okay. Right trigger, yes. Alright, we can dump him in the well. Should probably fill the well in if you're gonna put a body in it. Unless you're planning on putting more in it. Guess you probably are. Walter looks like he's trying to say something. Oh, he's not dead yet. But only the sound of gurgling can be heard as he slowly chokes to death. This is your fault. I must admit, I don't like it when people say honestly or to tell you the truth. It always gives the impression that they've been shamelessly lying to you up to that point. But there's something transcendental about murder. Something beyond our understanding, despite how regular and natural it seems. Otherwise, why else would anyone do it? Oh, don't accuse a woman of being a liar when she doesn't know how to be honest with herself. Stillborn, like my first child, like a poet who speaks no languages, like a deaf, blind, and mute person in a world of sound, color, and signs. I won't reach the truth with words. They can't give it shape. There is one truth I know, though. Walter is dead. Dead. You don't like people, do you? Who is this? I didn't say that, but truth be told, I don't expect any good to come from them. Oh, what do I see? I see a man in a suit. It's not one of the options? Okay, it looks like a mask, I would say, yeah. Would be my next choice. I'm a little surprised man in a tuxedo isn't on there, or man in a suit and tie. Doesn't that look like a necktie with a collar, and a head, and shoulders? That's what I would pick. I'll take the mask. Do you think people want to hurt you? I think we're wasting our time here. Why is that? Look, I know how this works. First we look at some pictures. Oh. This is her. And have a nice little chat. Then tomorrow you dig into my brain with a metal rod. You're exaggerating. Leucotomies have alleviated suffering for a great many people. In your case, however, I doubt it will be required. I'd like to believe that. Let's continue, shall we? What do I see here? I see, a girl playing with her doll. Is that one of the options? See, look, there's her head, there's her body, there's her outstretched arm. She's playing with a doll right here. What does... I see an old man with a mustache. That's not an option either? Okay, what are the options? I definitely don't see a vagina. I do not see a rat. I don't know how you could. I don't know how you could see a necklace either. I don't see any of those things. I guess we'll go with necklace. That's the closest thing. I can kind of make that out. Interesting. What is? Your associative pattern. My husband calls them tricks. But it was he who brought you here, wasn't it? So pay attention. Gunshot wound. I do not see a crow. I don't see wheat. I don't see eyes. I guess I can kind of make out a cradle. Something wrong? Yeah. These are just splotches. Ain't nothing to see in them. Whatever I do see is only my imagination. This ain't fair. I ain't done nothing wrong. Life isn't fair. At your age, it's high time you realize that. Oh, don't be so gloomy. How did that saying go? In Italy, under the rule of Borgia, terror, murder, and bloodshed reigned, yet it ended up giving birth to Michelangelo, Da Vinci, and the Renaissance. In Switzerland, brotherly love, democracy, and peace were established for 500 years. And do you know what they produced? The cuckoo clock. Okay. I woke up with an awful pain spreading through my whole body. It came in waves, like one blow after another. One eye was all swollen and watery. Felt like it was going to burst. Well, I wanted it to burst. Not that it helped none. No, the pain was focused somewhere else. When I opened my eyes, first thing I saw was a crooked, rusty nail sticking out of my foot. Went right through my own skin. So I tugged it free. Son of a bitch! I was ready to howl. Ready to scream at the top of my damn lungs, but the best I could muster was a whimper, though. It was like the top of that metal nail was smiling up at me like some Cheshire cat. Okay, one more try. Stay calm. Breathe. Come on, Lo. Focus. Holy fuck! Shit! Goddamn porch! Goddamn nail! Why couldn't you hammer it in like I asked? Hell's wrong with you, Walter? Trying to make it easier for me to finish you off? Why am I even asking you? Ain't like you ever knew which end of a hammer to use anyway. This is some wicked irony, alright. Oh lord, I can see rust stuck in the wound. Damn, you're gonna get tetanus, bitch. Alright, ain't no time to dwell on that now. Alright, one more time. Again, come on! God, it's in there deep, huh? Oof. That sucks. The gaping wound stared back at me. An awful blood-red gash. Last night felt like a bad dream, about to fade into memory. But still, my ripped-up, muddy dress, my aching leg, the puddle of my own vomit, they all suggested otherwise. I need to get rid of those reminders as soon as I can. Alright. I'm gonna be sick. Why are you sick? Just because you're racked with guilt, or... Leftovers from yesterday's supper. What? You didn't eat any of it, did you? What a mess. Yeah, let's clean it. Yeah, we can leave it on. It's a cool song. Oh. I can't go into Walter's room. Oh, my head. My leg hurts, too. I saw some pills in the bathroom. Can't take this any longer. What kind of pills? The bathroom? I guess the bathroom downstairs. I ain't ready to go out yet. I need to change out these clothes first. Okay. I should get this shovel out of the way, but I can't shake the feeling that I might need it later. Oh. Ain't no one worth calling. Okay. This is where we started. So. What are you staring at? Ain't got nothing to say, huh? Well, keep it that way. The storm destroyed several power lines yesterday. Dozens were left without power, and authorities are reminding citizens to beware of looters. In other news, Yeah, let's hide that. Leaves a pleasant almond scent. He wasn't lying. Okay, so now what? Watch the bottom screen for prompts. We need to change clothes. Where can we go to do that? At the fucking kitchen. Why can't we go in here? Oh. Is it? Here we go. Oh, this is the bathroom. Yeah, good. Bingo! I knew you were in here somewhere. They expired. Oh, they expired a long time ago, too. Should I... take them anyway. What does it matter? Not like things can get any worse. Expired medicine isn't going to kill you, unless there's something different about the 40s that I don't know about. No, I don't want to exit. My inventory is gone. That's better. Now to get rid of this dress. Who the hell could that be? Laura! You look like you've seen better days. What happened? Mind calling out Walter for me? Go fuck yourself. You know what, Margaret? I don't want to see your stupid red face or your cheap red dress around here anymore. Huh? What are you, deaf? Laura, what? Or maybe Mama dropped you when you were a baby? How dare you? Walter! Walter, are you in there? Don't bother, whore. He won't hear you. You bitch, the hell are you up to? Get off my property, you goddamn hit! And stay off! Things didn't go all that well with Margaret. I may have felt a little better in the end, but it was clear the dumb bitch wasn't about to drop the issue. Well, she should at least keep her distance. For now, anyway. Alright, now for the manuscript. It ought to be in the study. What in the Sam hell? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Is this like a Telltale Heart situation where we're gonna start hearing shit? It's like a physical manifestation of our guilt. Ain't nothing in the kitchen, girl. Check the basement. What do you mean don't risk it? Why is it so dark in here? My foot hurts. Where's that sound coming from? Where's the lamp? It smells wretched as all get out down here. Pipe's making weird noises again. This ain't the first time, but Walter would usually take care of it. Today just ain't my day. The tag on the jar says chicory root. It's a decent coffee substitute when you're out of money. Portrait of Walter's mother, Edna. It's covered in dust. Unsettling hole. I don't know where this hole came from or where it leads, but I ain't in any hurry to find out. Oh, did I miss some dialogue? Phew, that should do it. What did that do? So we're gonna jump out of the hole or something? Relax, Laura. It's just your imagination's all. Can't go outside. Okay, can't go outside. Oh, we're supposed to go to the study, right? I rarely stepped foot in Walter's study. Everything here is just as it was yesterday. An open bottle of bourbon and that old beat-up typewriter. Sheets of paper tied with a ribbon line next to it. Chapters of Straw Bull. The rest of the manuscript should be in the safe. An open envelope lay next to it. It's an informal letter on official-looking paper, certified by a secretary. Dear Mr. Harris, Walter, the bull is positively sensational. Although I do believe we should give the title some consideration, I can say without a shadow of doubt this is your best work yet, and I'm only halfway through reading it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I already spoke to Thompson and MCM, and they want to talk. I'm very glad that you're back in business, my friend. Send me the rest as soon as it's ready. The contracts are drafted. There's just a couple formalities left. P.S. I already ordered the cover designs. You're going to love them. Sincerely, Jerry. Stamped, Gerald Foster Schaefer, Atlantic Press Publishing House. They were waiting. Details have been negotiated, contracts signed. They just needed a little push was all. I made myself comfortable in the leather desk chair, adjusted the carriage, and began typing. Dear Mr. Schaefer, I regret to inform you that my husband Walter Harris has gone missing. It's possible something may have happened to him, or perhaps he simply ran out on his love-deprived wife. His reasoning is beyond me. I'm writing because you were interested in Walter's lastest manuscript, Straw Bull. By coincidence, the manuscript currently sits in my possession, the original. There are no copies. Mr. Schaefer, I assume that you are a busy man, so I'll cut to the chase. As far as I know, your company has taken out a life insurance policy on Walter. Due to this extraordinary development, I must ask that you send a check with the amount applicable in the event of his passing, if you wish to see this manuscript in its entirety. Despite my disagreements with Walter, I am convinced that readers and fans of his talent should not be deprived of his latest masterpiece. I will send the manuscript the day the check is received, as I understand that it rightfully belongs to you and your firm, which has done so much for our family. Yours faithfully, Loretta Lou Harris. So, blackmail. That's how she's going to get it. It's not the dumbest idea. All done. Now I just gotta wait. Pain in my leg was getting worse. Yeah, you have tetanus, almost certainly. So on my way to the post office, I decided to stop by at the gas station again. But something wasn't right. The gas station looked different that day. Kind of looked like something was missing. In that same vein, I was seeing everything in a brand new light. Kind of like looking through a cracked microscope glass or something. Although I ain't never looked through a microscope in my entire life. Let's stop here. Since we're right at the hour, and we'll pick it up on the next one. So far, this definitely seems interesting. I'm definitely interested. This is probably the most interested I've ever been in a point and click. Those are really hard for me. I've tried to play a couple of them, like the Blade Runner game and Beyond the Steel Sky and some others, and it's hard to get through those games. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you.